So what we just saw was a time lapse of me breaking down 3 CRT televisions, CRT projectors. I actually thought that one of them was a LCD projector. Wondering why it was kind of heavy, but turns out it was a CRT projector. So I have 9 of these small picture tubes. We'll have the yoke on each of them, a lens on it for the Star Wars fans, and then this will be ground down into glass for mixing with concrete, which I'm going to show in another episode here. One of these was a Sony, one of them was a Hitachi, and one of them was a Magnavox, I believe. I gotta double check that. Hitachi, Sony, and I'm not sure. I think that one was the Magnavox. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got 9 of the CRT bulb assemblies. This is the main board and power board for the Sony. Sony's tended to be a better model, so I'm not sure if we'll find anything extra on this board. We definitely got some aluminum heat sinks. It looks like they're all plate aluminum. There's a couple transformers here on the power board, and then around on this other side, if I can do it without dragging everything off here, is the other side of the main power board, which has another couple transformers, some other copper bearing items, and what looks like probably a couple relays there as well. Of course, MOSFETs all over the place, and the ubiquitous aluminum capacitor that has basically no value. We got all the associated wiring with all that. This, I believe, is the main board for the Hitachi. Which again, typical board for these. It's going to have some transformers on it, some other copper bearing items, aluminum capacitors, or aluminum heat sinks, and aluminum capacitors, of course. More copper bearing items here. We'll take all this apart downstairs and see what's there. Last one, which was came in a couple pieces. This, I believe, is the Magnavox. Again, transformers, extruded aluminum heat plates on this one, at least one of them. Some other plate aluminum, MOSFETs, some other copper bearing items. I do not see those coils on this one, but came on a separate board with another some more extruded aluminum, and there may be another board in here for tuning on this. I believe this board came out of the Hitachi as well, and you can see it you know, it's got all these little tuners on here for something. I don't know what they adjusted exactly, but something more to tear apart. And of course, good bit of wire, good bit of other boards with little heat sinks on them. Of course, with 9 CRTs, you get 9 of these boards that the CRT plugs into. They'll have some MOSFETs and some aluminum on it. All in, you know, I'm happy taking these things apart and seeing what I can get out of them. Here in the near future, once I make a few more modifications to my process for the CRT monitors, I will actually see if I can start getting some more CRT TVs to take apart. There was one monitor. The one monitor I did get from one of the guys. I'll set everything back over here. Has, of course, a more substantial yoke in it with more copper, and of course the degaussing cable, which in this particular case is, of course, copper. So good copper hull on the monitor. I did set the CRT aside. It will again get busted up and then ground into glass to go into concrete. Concrete will stabilize the iron or the lead in it and prevent it from leaching out. It actually does some good things for the concrete, so it's a bonus in my opinion. And it's one of the ways that I figured out that I could recycle more TVs and not have to pay exorbitant fees to send them off to a smelter to take care of. Okay, so I'm going to close this video here, and we'll reconvene downstairs at some point, and I'll take all of this stuff apart and micro scrap it. Have a good one.